We're back today with Danielle Matthew. So amazing to have you back 2 times in a row to educate moms on. So if you missed us last month, we talked about bullying and how to identify bullying with teens. And your article is live this month on LA Mom Magazine, so you ladies must check it out. Today you're going to share with us how we kind of take control over our teens and tweens social media. Like you were telling me earlier how it's okay to be in control and say no.
That's right. Kids really need boundaries. As much as they're going to fight you on it and they're going to get mad and push your buttons, you still need to have the boundaries with them. And so you can let them know before they get computers and phones and any social media attention that they want that you're going to be checking, and you're going to get passwords and parental controls, and let them know what the rules are. And usually there's an actual social media contract that you can do with your child, and you can actually fill it out and have the kids fill it out and sign it, and you can pull it out and remind them of it whenever they have issues or concerns with you looking at their sites.
That's amazing. I have never heard of this social media contract. So, moms, have you heard of the social media contract? I mean, what exactly? You can put in whatever you want. I mean,
you can add to it. There's places online. If you Google, you can find social media contracts, and then I would always suggest adding what's important to you,
right?
Because you know your kids better than anyone else does. So you want to make sure that you're specific for your kid, knowing their patterns and their behavior.
Right.
Absolutely.
And I think the hardest challenge, what I hear from a lot of moms when we're talking is, my kids are constantly checking. Like Instagram is glued. They want to know what's happening with everyone. How can you have that conversation? Because as a mother, sometimes when you say, well, it doesn't matter what other people are doing, but it goes in one ear, not the other. How can you open up that conversation to say to them, you don't need to be constantly checking everyone's Instagram to see what's going on?
I would go to what I call the 3's, the empathy, the empowerment, and engagement. I would be asking them how they're feeling about their social media and what this means to them, and get a real sense, because then they're going to tell you how important it is to them. Let them explain it to you without putting judgment on them about what you think, because what they're going to probably tell you is, unlike us as kids, this is how they're connecting to their friends now. This is the way that they learn how to be with their friends. So you take that away, it's like them not having their friends around.
So it's their only communication, kind of, that's the way they
that's the way they operate now. And then you talk about a plan and say, hey, I can't have you on here all the time. Let's talk about what this looks like for you. How are we going to be able to have you talking to your friends, but you also have other things you have to focus on when it's dinner time or family time. We want you present with us. So what do you think we can do? And empower them to come up with a plan of action. I would use that also to talk to them about media. And then I would have a follow-up to the plan. What is the contract going to say? This is what we're going to do. So they're aware. So nothing ever is a surprise. That's the one thing I will tell you.
Huge, right?
No surprises.
No surprises. Don't give them everything and then say, oh, and by the way, so the contracts are given before the phones and the computers are given to them. And I love how you said empower them. So I think what I'm hearing here is let them come up with the plan so they feel empowered.
But know that you're going to be following up with them and making sure it's something that you feel comfortable with as well. You still, as the parent, get to have some of the control, but they get to be empowered to come up with it, so they don't feel like mom and dad are taking away everything from us. Right,
and how we also talked about, before we came on the camera with all you amazing moms, we talked about how kids want boundaries and feel safe in boundaries, and we should not be feeling like we need to constantly please them, and we shouldn't feel guilty. What were you? So can you say that to the mamas?
Absolutely, I will. What I'm saying is that we really need to, as parents, need to still have boundaries and limits. Kids feel safe with a boundary and a limit, and if they don't have them, they feel like they're all over the place and out of control. So even though it may hurt you as the parent in the moment, because they will know where to trigger you and they know where it makes you upset, you have to hold those boundaries, knowing it's good for your kids in the long run.
Absolutely.
And keeping them safe.
And we all want the best for our kids.
Absolutely.
So, oh my gosh, you're amazing. You can actually reach out to Danielle. I'm going to leave her information below, and I think that we need to get you into all the schools and have you talk to parents, talk to kids about how to empower them. How there should be zero tolerance for bullying.
That's right, and it starts within each community from the top down.
Yeah, so let's do it.
Okay,
all right.
Thank you.
Thanks again for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Leave your comments below, ladies, and please reach out. Danielle's an amazing resource, and pick up her book, The Empowered Child. We'll see you next time.